dear students. Hope you all are good and safe at home. Welcome to today's class. I am Dhanya, your English teacher. Look at the board. You have seen a picture there, right? You are a bit confused, right? What is this? This is an image of a king, isn't it? Don't worry. I'm going to tell you a story of a king who is in search of his happiness. So listen, children. Once there lived a kind and generous king. But he had a problem. He is always sad. So the courtiers and ministers tried to make the king happy. They went around and meet many wise men in their kingdom. And they had taken a lot of advices, and one of the wise men told them to find the happiest person in their kingdom. So the soldiers roam around and they try to find the happiest person in their kingdom. But whoever they met were having one or other problem with their life. They are having a lot of complaints about their life. So they are not at all happy. So they started finding the happiest person in their kingdom. And one day, one of the soldiers met a sage. And he was engrossed in meditation. And after his meditation, the soldier told him, "Could you please come to our court and meet our king?" Okay, the sage agreed and both of them went to the kingdom. And at the palace, the king was waiting for him. And the king has given him a lot of pleasantries. And after that, the king asked his men to bring a basket full of jewels and gold. And the sage was really surprised and he asked the king, "Why are you giving all these jewels and valuable things to me?" Then the king replied, "You know, I just want one of your clothes. You just have to spare your cloth to me. Because if I wear your cloth, I'll be the happiest person in this world." And really the saint is in dilemma. You know why? Because this is the only one, the one which he wore was the only one he is having. So he cannot spare a cloth for the king. Now the king realized, even though he is not having a dress to spare, the saint is happy with his life. So the king realized his mistake, that happiness should not come from outside. We should create our own happiness. Did you like the story, children? So what is the moral of the story? We should not search for happiness around us. It is we ourselves who has to create our happiness. Okay? You know why I told you the story? There is a connection of this story with the lesson which we are going to learn today. Let me tell you the connection. In this reader textbook, you are having the first lesson. The name of the lesson is 3 questions. And in this lesson also, there is a king who is in search of his 3 questions. He is in search of the solution for his 3 questions. So now you got the connection, right? This is an adaptation form of the famous short story written by Tolstoy. So Tolstoy is a Russian writer. Have you heard other than this something about him? Yes, you are right. He has written 2 famous books, isn't it? Which are the 2 important books written by Tolstoy? Can you name them? Yes, you are right. It is Anna Karenina and War and Peace. So these are the 2 famous books written by Tolstoy. Now, are you ready to learn the lesson? Come on, I'll read the lesson for you and you have to listen carefully with your textbook. Once there was a king. He wanted to know the answers to 3 important questions which were puzzling him. He thought that he would never fail in anything he might undertake if he knew the answers to those questions. So there was a king and he was thinking in his mind that he is having 3 questions. So if he know the answer, then he can do everything. I mean, he can rule the kingdom properly. That's what the king thought. Now let's see which are the questions. So let's see the first question. His 3 questions, and from that we will see the first one. How can I learn to do the right thing at the right time? So what is the first question? How can I learn to do the right thing at the right time? That is his first question. When I should do, or what is the time when for me to do my work properly? What is the time to do my work? Who are the people I need the most to help me with the work? How do I know which is the most important thing to do? So the second question is, who are the people I need the most to help me with the work? So who can help him in his work? What is his work? To rule the kingdom properly. So who can help him? Then the third question, how do I know which is the most important thing to do? So the third question for the king is, which is the most important action? The king said, I announce a great reward to anyone who can give the right answers to my questions. So what did the king do? He declared the 3 questions to the people in his kingdom, and then he announced reward for that. If a person bring a solution for his question, then that person will be rewarded. The most learned men came to the kingdom. Each one had a different answer to the king's first question. So many people had come, many wise men came over there and they were having different answers for the question. One of them said, for every action, we should draw up a plan in advance, a table of days, months and years, and must live strictly according to the plan. Only with this timetable, everything can be done at a proper time. So what was his answer? If we had a plan, if we had a time management, then you can do your work properly. That is the right thing we have to do at the right time. So there is a new word there, in advance. What is the meaning of the word in advance? It means well before the time of action. So in advance means well before the time of action. Then another scholar declared, it is impossible to decide the right time for every action. If you avoid getting absorbed in idle pastimes and attend to all that is going on around you, you can manage the most important task. So what was his answer? We have to getting absorbed in pastimes and attend to all that is going on around you. Then you can manage the most important task. What is it? So you have to study what you have to do first. Then if you made a proper study over the thing, you can manage the thing properly. There also we have 2 different new words. One is getting absorbed. Getting absorbed means paying deep attention to. Paying deep attention to. So you have to very keen and listen to the thing which you have to do. Then this next word is attend to. Attend to means to deal with something or someone. So if you attend and if you study the things in proper order, then you can do your work properly. That is the another answer given by a scholar. Then the third scholar said, However attentive the king might be to what is going on, it is impossible for one man to decide correctly the right time for every action. I think that the king should set up a council of wise men who would help him to fix the proper time for everything. So what is the answer of the third scholar? And he is telling that the king should set up a council, a group of wise people with him. Then they can plan and give advice to our king, and then the king can rule the king properly. That is it. And there is a new word in that part also. It is council. Council means a team of advisors. So if the advisors can advise the king properly, the king can do his ruling, his work properly. Some scholars contradicted this and said, some things might demand immediate action. Of course, for this we need to know what is going to happen in the future. Only magicians can tell the king what is going to happen in the future. Therefore, one must consult them. So some of the scholars argued against the scholars. What is it? If somebody wants to take an immediate action, they should know the future. So only magicians can predict the future. So they should be there with the king. So the king should have magicians with him. That is the answer given by another set of scholars. Then there we are having a new word, that is contradicted. Contradicted means argued against, that I already mentioned. Then equally various were the answers to the question, to the second question. Some said the king needs his counselors the most. Some said doctors and some said priests, while the others said soldiers. So for the second question, there come a lot of answers. Some of the people told the king that he need doctors, some said counselors, some said priests, and then soldiers. So many answers came for the second question also. And the answers to the third question were even more confusing. They ranged from focusing on science to warfare to religious worship. So all the answers given by the counselors and the scholars were really contradicting. And even the king cannot find a solution. He cannot come to a final solution for his answers. So the king was really confused and he tried to find answers for his question from a person outside the kingdom. So he is planning to visit a hermit living in his kingdom. So dear children, today we have discussed the 3 questions written by Leo Tolstoy, and we have discussed the 3 questions put forward by the king, and these are the 3 questions, right? How can I learn to do the right thing at the right time? And the second question, who are the people I need the most to help me with the work? And the third one, how can I know which is the most important thing to do? So these are the 3 questions put forward by our king, and many scholars has given lot of answers, and it was really confusing, and even our king also was confused, and he is going to find the answers for his questions from a hermit. Let's see what is the solution given by the hermit in the next class. Hope you have enjoyed our class today. We'll meet in the next class with the solutions. Thank you. Have a nice day.